Hello students, welcome to today's video lesson on the story titled A Question of Trust. Let us first learn a little about the author of the story, Victor Canning. Victor Canning was born in Plymouth, England. He sold short stories to boys' magazines, and in 1934, his first novel, Mr. Finchley Discovers His England, was published by Hodder and Stoughton. It became hugely popular. Canning's works include Polycarp's Progress 1935, Fly Away Paul 1936, Two Men Fought 1936, Matthew Silverman 1937, and The Chasm 1947. His masterpiece, The Rainbird Pattern 1972, was awarded the CWA Silver Dagger and nominated for the Edgar Awards. The Crime Writers Association Awards is an award given annually by the Crime Writers Association of the United Kingdom since 1960 for the Best Crime Novel of the Year. The Edgar Allan Poe Awards, popularly known as the Edgars, are presented every year by the Mystery Writers America to the best writer across a number of mediums and genres. Mystery, non-fiction, television, film, and theatre writers are the eligible nominees for this award. Let us now begin with the story. The protagonist of the story, Horace Danby, is a 50-year-old unmarried man. He is usually healthy and happy, except for attacks of hay fever in summer. He is quite successful at his business of making locks. He even has 2 helpers. He is a good-hearted and respectable person. However, we will soon find out that his activities are not completely honest. 15 years ago, Danby had served a sentence in a prison library. Perhaps that is why he had grown to love rare, expensive books. Since then, he robs a safe every year to buy books that he can read throughout the year. Like all other years, this year too, Horace studies a house at Shotover Grange for 2 weeks. One afternoon, the family who lived in the mansion goes to London. They leave 2 servants behind to look after the house. Meanwhile, the servants take a few hours off and go to watch a movie. Horace feels happy in spite of the tickle of hay fever in his nose. He comes out from behind the garden wall with his tools carefully packed in a backpack. Horace had come to know of the house at Shotover Grange from a magazine article. The article had covered the house in details with plans and pictures of the rooms. Horace is also aware that the Grange safe contains jewels worth £15,000. So, he plans to rob the Grange safe and purchase 3 very interesting books. The books would be up for sale in the autumn. The safe is in the drawing room behind a painting. The bowl of flowers on the table tickles Horace's nose. He sneezes quietly and then carefully arranges his tools. Horace is very well equipped with locks, and opening any safe is a cakewalk for him. He sneezes again due to the smell of the flowers and buries his face in his handkerchief. Horace hears a quiet and firm voice coming from the doorway. A young, pretty woman is standing in the doorway. She walks over to the fireplace and straightens the ornaments. She says she has been away and come back in time, not expecting to meet a burglar. In the interaction that follows, the lady talks politely to Horace, but it is evident that she always has the upper hand. Horace is still hopeful and thinks he might avoid trouble if he treats her the right way. The woman now makes a most fishy statement. She says she has always liked the wrong kind of people. She agrees to let the robber go on one condition. She asks him to break open the safe because she had forgotten the numbers. She needs the jewels inside it to wear for a party. Horace smiles hopefully. He opens the safe within an hour, gives her the jewels, and goes away happily. 2 days later, a policeman arrests him for jewel robbery at Shotover Grange. His fingerprints have been found all over the room. He had removed his gloves before opening the safe. Obviously, no one believes him when he says that the wife of the owner of the house had herself asked him to open the safe for her. The actual wife is a grey-haired, sharp-tongued woman of 60. She quickly dismisses his story as false. Horace again becomes the assistant librarian in a prison. He often thinks of the charming and clever young lady who tricks him into stealing for her. He becomes furious when anyone talks about honor among thieves. Honor among thieves refers to an unwritten code of conduct that exists among thieves and robbers. By that code of conduct, one criminal does not tamper with the theft or robbery of another criminal. The lady thief at short of a grudge had not followed this code of conduct. She had tricked Horace and exposed him. With that, we have come to the end of our story. I will now leave you to think over how the lady might have planned the robbery. See you soon in our recap and question answer videos.